Oh, we got a full house, huh?
And we are on. Okay.
Busy night, Alan, busy night.
This is the North Andover Zoning Board of Appeals, Tuesday, December 13th. Prior to starting, I will read this notice from the governor. Here we go. Pursuant to Chapter 107 of the Acts of 2022, this meeting of the North Andover Zoning Board of Appeals will be conducted in person and via remote means in accordance with applicable law. Specific information and general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and/or parties with a right and/or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the town's website at www.northandoverma.gov. For this meeting, in-person attendance of members of the public and board members will be permitted. Members of the public who wish to watch the meeting live may do so on their televisions by tuning to Comcast Channel 8 or Verizon Channel 26, or online at www.northandovercam.org. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we are unable to do so despite best efforts, we will post on the Town of North Andover website an audio or video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. If the public would like to participate in public hearings but not attend the meeting in person, please email your questions, comments prior to or during the meeting to jbattersby@northandoverma.gov. The question, comment will be read during the proceedings and responded to accordingly. All right, with that, we will rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Now, a matter of accepting the minutes. Anybody have any, you just want to move?
Sorry.
Go for it.
I was
Go for it.
looking to get out of here. I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes for November 15th, 2022.
I second.
All right, all in favor of accepting the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Which brings us to our continued public hearing of 23 Cleveland Street. Who drew the short straw and has to sit there? All right, we don't need to read this in the record because this is a continuation. So why don't you just tell us what has changed?
So on the first page, you see the original proposal that was presented in October. The deck was 16 feet extending from the house to the sidewalk. On the next page is the contractor's measurements that were used to have the surveyor professionally draw up. The second set on the third page is the revised smaller deck proposal. On page 3, for a deck that's 9.92 away from the side of the structure with 11.10 feet from the sidewalk. And there were questions in the last meeting about safety concerns on the driveway and the deck, so I added the additional pictures to show the current deck situation where it stands from the sidewalk. The triangular bricks were moved to reflect the new measurements on the deck.
All right. So you went from 16 feet to 9.92.
Correct.
Okay. And the north-south stays the same.
What does that mean?
The setback goes from 5 feet to 11 feet.
Right, right. But no difference. There's still 24 feet. Does everybody mean 24 feet? That hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Questions?
I wasn't the one with the objections last time, so I don't have questions.
All right.
My only, are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, my only question is this. The photographs, I have one looking down Saunders Street, and there's some like pieces of wood that are in the ground, triangular shaped.
Sorry?
I said, looking down Saunders Street. Okay, if I'm at the back of your house, looking down Saunders Street towards the front of the house.
Okay.
Okay, there's some wooden things in the ground,
Yep,
the triangle things.
correct.
Yeah. Is that how far the deck is going to be coming out?
That's
up
the
until
plan.
those?
That's what the survey of plot lines represent.
Okay, so that's where the end of the deck is going to be?
Correct.
Okay.
Any other questions for our applicant? Okay. No questions. I'll open it up to anybody in the gallery that wants to make any comments. Yeah, start with your name and address, please.
Mark Coughlin, 84 Saunders, diagonally behind Ms. Vargas. I think it's a fantastic opportunity to add to the neighborhood. It's a well-tight community. We've only lived there a couple of years, made some great friends, and I see a great opportunity to have more people outside. Very protective neighborhood. Dawn's been great with her yard, always kept up, and I see no problem with the deck being put up. I can only see additions for this. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Yep.
Nothing else? And do I hear a motion to close public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public comment.
Is there a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Public hearing is closed. Internal discussion. Mike, why don't you start? You had all the objections as you went in.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. No problems here. I'm done.
Okay.
If Michael's good, I'm good.
He's a thought leader.
Barely.
I think you did a nice job with coming back with, looks good to me.
Thank you.
I was good with it before, so.
All right. Anything else? Then do I hear a motion, Mr. Clerk?
I need something to read from, though.
You can.
You have to change the legal notice, though.
Yeah, and I don't have the legal notice with me. Do you have the legal notice?
I have the legal notice, but you gotta change the setback numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, because is this the one with the new numbers?
No, I
No.
didn't get that far.
No, so the new numbers,
The new numbers I can,
Yeah, he'll feed
it's
you.
11.02, so 11 feet.
Okay, so we're going to put 11 feet over here.
Yep.
Other than that, everything else stays the
And
same.
the variance changes accordingly, right?
So
So
the
that's,
1409 is going to go down to
No legal notice.
11.2?
yeah.
So she's,
You sure?
No. It goes down to
9
8.98, right? The variance, yeah, 9, sorry, 9,
9.92.
no, that's not right. No, it's,
It should be 9.92, and this will be 11 feet.
you need 15, right? Or you need, how many feet?
20.
If you say
20
11
feet,
feet, it's
it's-
9-foot variance. If you say it's 11 foot.
Right,
Right, so it's.
so it's 9.9, be
Yeah,
9.92, 9.9.
If you're going down to the
Yeah,
100,
I would
it's
just,
eight-
I would
it's
just go down
8.98.
and just say 9 feet. 9 feet variance,
A-
because that'll
A variance
encompass,
of 9 feet.
yeah,
none of us
With
are
a
good.
side proposed setback of 11 feet.
yep. That's right.
Yeah, right? Okay. I make a motion to grant the variance pursuant to the Town of North Andover zoning bylaws, section 195-7.3 yards setbacks. The one side setback in the R4 zoning district for the purpose of extending an existing deck on the property specifically. Applicant has requested a side setback needing a relief variance of 9 feet. Side setback proposed is 11 feet. Side setback required is 20 feet.
Okay, do I hear a second?
I second.
All right, let's just do it by name. Steve?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael?
Aye.
Alan?
I'm with him, yes.
Alexandria?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Passes 5-0. Nice work.
Thank you very
And,
much.
well, thank you for making the adjustments. I appreciate it. And have a very good holidays.
You were
it.
the only ones. We
You're it.
came here just for you.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good holiday.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Take care.
Thank you very much.
So we can go home now, right?
Now we got one more item I
come
want to
on.
discuss. This can be easy or it can be painful. Let's just do it. All right. The January meeting.
The January meeting?
In the,
Oh, that's very
for the January meeting, we elect officers for the year. All right? Now, back before Paul became chair, he made a very eloquent speech.
I hope he's watching to hear you say that.
It was very eloquent. Where he said that, the jobs of the officer should be on a rotating basis because there's a lot to be gained from having to do these jobs, all right? So I put that out there because none of us who are in these positions have a God-given right to them. And I, for one, would be happy if somebody else wants to chair to take a step back. I would be happy to be an alternate, so our alternates don't get bored waiting for one of us to fall by the wayside and, and take a seat with the 5 voting members. So I encourage people to think about whether they would want to hold any of the offices the coming year, and then we'll vote for them in January. All right. It might be a good idea if you're interested in doing it to maybe alert us via a group email that this is an interest of yours, so that in the January meeting we all kind of are prepared. Having said that, I won't be at the January meeting.
So you're afraid that a bunch of us are going to fight over the chair position, right?
No, it
I'm
means-
hoping. I'm hoping
If you're not here, it means you're guaranteed the chair position. I'm just throwing
Well,
it out.
I think that's actually the rule we had one time when Paul wasn't around.
Yeah. Anyway, I won't appear. That's a vacation period for me, so I will be away. You'll be running it. So, but I just want to make sure I said that before we get to the January meeting. That if anybody's interested, please put your name in. And there is no office that is sacrosanct.
Can I say something?
You may.
There's not enough tea in China for me to take that position.
Okay.
I'll give you the tea from the U.S. too, then.
Yeah, we can find a tea for you. All right. That is all I wanted to say on that. All right. Just for people to think about it. All right.
So I sort of guess what you're saying. Were you saying that you would?
He doesn't mind
Pat-
stepping down anywhere
Yeah.
at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't mind. Again, I've done this for the past year, and it's a job. I enjoy it.
How long have you been
It's
here?
been a year already?
It's been a year. Yeah.
He's been a year since he's been chair.
A year,
Wow.
not 2 years.
1 year.
A year. Well, you only
A
do
year.
It's
Yeah,
one.
but,
positions for.
but Paul was here until June,
Yeah, that's true.
so it doesn't seem like a year. I mean, Paul was, and so was
Seems
Ellen.
like a year.
They were here until June. That was the last meeting.
Anyway,
So you really had it
this,
for 6 months.
yeah, but it stays the same. If
And
anybody's
then you weren't at all the meetings.
Right. So in
It's
actuality,
like,
you're only
it's
like
like you've been on
3 months in.
vacation.
And I'm
Oh my
happy
gosh,
to do
you
it again.
really
And if somebody wants to throw my name into the hat, that's great. I won't be here to fight with you.
You haven't suffered enough.
I suggest you get a full year under your belt before you bring this up.
Okay, well we're not voting tonight. Again, I won't be here, so you can do whatever you want to me when I'm gone. All right? Alexandria will be banging the gavel. But that was all I wanted to say before we left. That this is the time to think about if you want to take any of the positions. All right. All right. With that, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
Do I hear a second? Okay, got a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? What a silly question that is. All right, we are adjourned until
Who's
January.
present from?
Me.
Oh.
Merry Christmas.
Why,